Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back. So, I know I made a post saying that toy car hockey stuff, was not going to happen for a while. Now, the thing is, normally I say stuff about side chats, but I'm just going to mention this before going into the toy car hockey games. Is I'm feeling well enough. Well, I'm feeling well enough, as in my back pain stuff. Um, well enough, but not 100%. Well enough, but still good enough to play toy car hockey right now. So yeah. The cancellation of Choiker Hockey was a little bit shorter than I thought it would be. So yeah. Although you may or may not notice at times it may take me a little bit longer to get, each team some games done. So my plan is finish the regular season, then just do the wild card game for each team, and then stop there because then the next live after that I want to do the semifinals and maybe the finals as well in the same one, but probably not. All right. Anyways, enough talk. Let's just get into this of who's playing who first. All right, Sweden's gonna play. So yeah, like I said in the description of this live stream, is what would make it so special is that not only USA but Sweden and USA for the first time ever, both teams would be undefeated in toy car hockey. That's if it stays this way for right now, though. After they win these next one or two games. All right, so Sweden's playing first, so who are they going to play? Because I think at this rate, pretty much almost every team's played everyone. Anthony, I kind of sort of answered that. It's not fully 100% better, but it's probably like in the range of like 50 to 70% better. I wouldn't say 90 to 100% better. It's in the range of like 50 to 80% better. But 80 is really pushing it in my view of things right now. It's going to be Sweden and NASCAR. Yeah, I'm glad my back's getting better. It's not fully better, but it's getting there. See, this is kind of what I was mentioning when I said that stuff may take a bit longer to do. Alright. Well, anyways, let's get into these toy car hockey games. Now, I've also made a poll not too long ago, which I don't think anyone's voted on the separate polls, actually. Alright, well, let's see. USA is still in the game, but they aren't playing right now. Anthony, since you weren't here a bit earlier, you may or may not have heard this, but this toy car hockey season could be something a bit uniquely special because right now Sweden and USA are both undefeated, and if they win this game before the playoffs happen for wild card semifinals and the finals for this season of toy car hockey, then they would both be 4-0. But that's just before all the playoff games take place. So yeah. All right, let's get this going. NASCAR wins the puck battle thing, and actually NASCAR's fine with being the away team. All right, Sweden's going with their Koenigsegg cars for most of the offense and or defense. Let's see who NASCAR is going to shoot. You, and you. All right. Alright, let's get this game started and underway. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is ready to go. It's a smaller playing size compared to normal. Nope, no goal. Goal for NASCAR. NASCAR scores first. Sweden may or may not win against NASCAR this time because I think they played them once before. Nope, that's not a goal either. That's not a goal. See what I mean? I'm still, having difficulties moving because of the back pain at times, but I will try not to mention that. And it's 2-0 NASCAR. Wow. What's going on with Sweden in this game? Nope, that's not a goal either. Still no scoring from Sweden quite yet. That hit the goalie, and it's out of play. Oh, I can't believe he got it past both of them. That's going to be a delay of game penalty, and that's the first penalty of the game. Alright, well, let's see what happens now because of that penalty. Will NASCAR go up 3-0? He's the only one who scored every single goal for them. The number 99 car is, I believe. Don't think the Castrol or the Subway NASCARs have scored a single goal so far. That's almost a tripping call. It's a tripping warning. That's another tripping warning. I don't know why he's trying to do that. Because technically 2 tripping warnings, if the trip does happen, they will say it's a 4-minute tripping penalty because of the 2 fake tripping. Well, somehow after all of that happened, it's no goal. Nope, still no goal for Sweden. Wow, NASCAR's holding them. I mean, I don't know exactly what time of the live stream I started playing this game, but I think there's like 1 or 2, closer towards a minute left on the power play. I think there's like a minute 10 left. It looks like it just touched the goalie before going out of play. It's the goalie, but the puck's still in play. Do they finally score? Let's see. Sweden finally scores. It's 2-1 now. Sweden's on the board, and there's probably 40 seconds left to go on that penalty by now. That's past the goalie, and that's going to be a penalty on NASCAR for a delayed game. Oh my goodness, we're on a 2-on-2 now. Alright, but the thing is, Sweden's penalty should be ending at like the 9:30 mark, I think. 9:30, 9:40 mark. I don't know if that hit a play or not before going out of play. They're saying it's hard to tell, so they're saying it looks like it went off a player, but it's really hard to tell. So because of that, imaginary official or referee person is saying play on because they couldn't really make that out if someone had touched it or not. Nope, you're back in. The other one has to wait till 11:56 to be back in. I think that may have just barely touched the NASCAR. It's still only 1-2, by the way. I don't think that one touched any player whatsoever. Now it's another 2-on-2 for about 3 minutes. So 13:26 is when all players will be back. They're going to have to review this to see if he crossed the goalie zone before scoring. Goal. Well, it's now 2-2. But is it 3-2 though? Because both teams are waiting for the official review. Neither team's challenging it, only because both teams are unsure of if it went past the goalie or not zone for the goalie to make his own play on the puck, if need be. Which, I mean, obviously at that rate, he couldn't really do anything. After review, goal stands for NASCAR. And the goal for Sweden will also stand too, after the NASCAR goal was getting reviewed. Alright, so it is now 3-2 actually. That's out of play, but not far enough for a delay of game. And actually, since both teams did score, both players are back in. See, what I was going to do is, not have the players come out until the penalties expired. If it's like, a 2-on-2 kind of thing. But then I just realized I'd have to have, so many timers or look at the live stream time going by exactly when it started from when I put them in the penalty box. And because, that time goes by a bit quicker. So, I just think it's better in my view of things if there's a 2-on-2 or like a 3-on-1 kind of thing happen for penalties. Whenever both teams score 1 goal each, the players are out. So yeah, that's that. And it's 3-3. We're tied again. Oh, and the goalie gives it to the wrong player. Anthony, I know someone else has shown up, but they may or may not be doing the chat mode, so just be aware of that. Because I also have to be aware of that too, because people are watching, but just because you're watching doesn't mean you're doing the chat mode. And I'm not saying you have to do the chat mode either when you're watching. You can just watch, and that's fine with me. Oh, NASCAR almost got the lead back again. Just remember, if he does trip that Koenigsegg, it's a 6-minute penalty for the tripping on that player. Tripping, that's a 6-minute penalty on number 99 because of the 2 tripping warnings. I don't know if there was a third one or not, because if so, then technically that's 3 2-minute penalties. Well, not really. Well, there was 2 tripping warnings before that one, and then there was the actual trip. But before the tripping happened that time, I don't think there was another tripping warning. So yeah, it's just going to be a 6-minute tripping penalty, and it's already 3-4. I think he has 3 goals. One of these two has 1, I believe. Sorry about that. My voice is. It seems like it's 100%, but it's hard to tell. And we're tied 4-4. We're going to overtime. Can't believe it. That was a great off-angled shot, but not good enough to be a goal. And the goalie's done it again. He passes it to the wrong teammate, and Sweden will remain undefeated. Well, that's it for that game. On to the next ones. That was NASCAR. Someone from Division Earthquake is going to have to be better than 1 and 3, because otherwise no one's going to win that division then. Yes, I haven't written down records yet until the regular season comes to an end before the playoff games happen. USA over here. Sorry, that was a slight thing bothering me, but it's fixed and dealt with now. Alright, anywho, back to Toy Car Hockey games. Who should USA play? They can't play NASCAR because NASCAR's playing their 4th and final game. They're going to play Italy, okay. Well, let's see what happens. If USA loses this game, hold on. USA has 5 cars. They're supposed to have 6. Where'd their other car go? Where'd USA's 6th car go? That's weird. That's so weird. Because Italy has 6 cars. USA has 5. I don't think one of USA's players fell down unless I accidentally used it for something. Nope. That's weird. That's really weird. I just had that car there not too long ago. Oh, so it wasn't a player of Sweden that fell. It was USA's car that fell just now. Well, quick intermission while I find this car, which probably won't be returning for USA after that ball it took from the playing area, even though it was not really playing a Toy Car Hockey game at that very second. Well, that's a small setback. I'm not sure who's going to play in place of that car now. I could supposedly put this car in for USA. I'll put it in, see how well it does in the game. If that car's shots are all out of play, then clearly that injury was worse than we wanted it to be. Alright, back to the Toy Car Hockey game now. Just had to get one of the cars that fell. Okay, that was a bit unfair. I already found the car, by the way, Anthony, so thank you. Okay, so the thing is, after the one that was unfair, USA wins the puck battle to be home or away in the game, but then Italy wins the next one. Alright, USA finally wins it. USA is actually going to be away this time. Okay. Alright, well, let's see what happens. I'm assuming you heard what I said, Anthony. I already found the car. Sorry about that. Alright. Enough with the distractions or non-related Toy Car Hockey stuff. Let's get back to the Toy Car Hockey game stuff now. Well, I need to anyways, because I'm the one doing it. Interesting lineup. USA is going with 2 Teslas this time for their Toy Car Hockey final regular season game. If USA wins, nothing else really hugely matters on undefeated teams. What does matter next is who's going to have the better record for Division Earthquake this season of Toy Car Hockey. And it's 1-0 USA already. That was quick. 2-0 USA already. Can't leave that challenger Hemi alone too long. Otherwise, he's going to make the other team pay for it. Is that a goal? Yep. 3-0 USA already. Wow. I don't think Italy's having any chance of winning this game. And the funny thing is, 1 or 2 seasons ago in Toy Car Hockey, Italy and I think it was either France, Germany, or Japan, one of those 3 teams along with Italy was undefeated. I can't remember exactly who. I think it was France, but I could be wrong. Nope, that's no goal. Now just a reminder about the goalie stuff. If the goalie accidentally goes forwards and then shoots it back into play after that, that will be a goal for the other team. And it's 4-0 USA now. My goodness, USA's just taking it to Italy big time. Italy's gotten 0, you're hearing this right, 0 shots on goal so far. Well, Italy scores. USA shutout chances have been shut down. That's a tripping warning. It doesn't matter because it's game. USA wins. USA and Sweden, for the first time ever in the same Toy Car Hockey season, both go undefeated before playoffs, being 4-0. I can't believe that happened just now. All right, well, there's 2 of the 4 games done. Yeah, USA is normally hard to beat. I will say that. There we go. That was Italy. I just realized something. USA just played someone from their own division. That was silly. I had just now realized that. USA had just played someone from their own division. I didn't notice that until just now after changing this record standing stuff. Well, the record for each team, that is. All right, anyways, back to the next 4 Toy Car Hockey games. Well, since USA, Japan, Italy, not Japan, since USA, Sweden, and Italy are already done, that means we will have some same team showdowns here. Because Japan, well, depending on who I choose next. All right, so it's Japan. Now, Japan has a plan of playing France, UK, or Germany. Japan's playing Germany. Okay. That means it's going to be UK and France in the final game, meaning that one of those teams will probably end up claiming the division title for Division Earthquake in this season of Toy Car Hockey. All right, just need to get Japan over here as well. And actually, why don't we get France and UK a bit closer so that way they're not so far away to get to next time. Because if we put them right next to each other, that's even better. All right. Let's get this going. One more game after this one, and then it's the playoffs for Toy Car Hockey. And then I'm going to end the live there. Guess we're going this way for the game. So Germany's home, Japan's away. All right, let's see who Germany's going with this time. Interesting lineup. Japan's trying to seek their first ever win, actually, because Japan is 0-3, Germany's 1-2. It's a goalie went out of play. And that goalie went out of play. Neither team scored, but they've both gotten shots out of play somehow. Oh, interference. Sir, you cannot do that. He totally moved that orange Opel Matchbox Cadet out of the way to not make a play. Not only that, but he wasn't even touching the puck. Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting. I was not expecting this to happen, but kind of. Well, I was expecting it, but I just wasn't sure if it was going to be called or not. But apparently his penalty has been upgraded to 4 minutes now because interference, and they found that to be deemed unsportsmanlike because he was about to fall off the playing area completely, and that's not sportsmanlike to cause a player to fall off the playing zone. That's totally fine, Anthony. Trust me, I'll have plenty more toy car hockey even after these 2 games are done because I'm doing the wild card ones as well. Wow, no goals scored yet, and it's been like 2 or 3 minutes since this game started. And still no goal has started. Yeah, they're going to say can't really touch it after it went into that area of play. It was in a kind of hard to tell out of bounds or inbounds play area. That's puck out of play, but not far enough for a delay of game. And it gets rejected on the breakaway somehow. He doesn't, and it's 0-1 Germany. And we're tied 1-1. This would be funny if Japan gets their first win against Germany. Nope. One, 2 now. Germany's ahead. Japan's trailing, but it's only a 1 goal difference, though. So it's not that big of a deal. And we're tied 2-2. I think he scored both the goals for his team, and he scored 1, and so did he, I believe. Yeah. Well, since that wasn't the goalie zone, they're saying puck is still in play. Well, and also the fact that car was there. And it's 3-2. He has all the goals for Japan somehow. Because I don't think the Mazda scored one. But I could be wrong about that. 4-2. Wow, that Dawson car is getting really good scoring. puck out of play. Not far enough for a delay of game, though. Is that game? No, he got shut down by their goalie somehow. Oh my goodness, those passes could not have worked better, as the Opal or Opal Cadet car in orange from Matchbox in this Toy Car Hockey game makes it a 1-goal game. It's 4-3 now. He has 3 goals, he has 1, and he has none. And he has all 4 for his team, because I don't recall the Blue Monster or that Blue Nissan scoring. Oh my goodness, another perfect pass from the Mercedes to the Opel Cadet toy car in this Toy Car Hockey game. That's just too high. And he gets rejected. Well, that's out of play. I can't believe this, but I think we may or may not have a shootout happen in this game, because I want to say they've taken 2 of their 4 shots, and so has they've taken 2 shots, they've taken 1. Another save. What's happening here? That one's out of play. Now, technically, Japan does kind of, in a way, have 1 more shot, but that wouldn't make it fair, because then Germany would automatically have any chance they wanted to win this game. That one's out of play. Are you kidding me? Both teams have taken 3 of their 4 allowed overtime shots. Both end up out of play. That one's out of play. Oh my goodness. That one just missed. I can't believe it. It just missed. How? How did that miss? I honestly don't know, but we're going to a shootout because both teams are at their 4 shots on goal limit for overtime somehow. The Chase, hey, thanks for joining the live stream for Tri-Car Hockey stuff. Now, I just want everyone to know this right now. If you're seeing me, move around at times to get cars that have fallen or to get stuff over there, please do be aware I'm still, struggling with, that injury pain thing. All right, well, since Japan's the away team, they actually would be going first in the shootout. Now remember, you need to win the shootout by 2 goals, and he rejects them. And he rejects them too. Wow. Can't believe that. I can't believe that just happened. Another rejection. That's 2 in a row. Oh, and he gets it past their goalie. That's not good. Japan needs to score, because if they don't, they do score, and it's one of the players who never scored in that game even. It's 1-1 now. This is their 3rd car. Oh, he shuts them down. Japan would have to score 2 goals in a row, but that's only if Germany doesn't score once. Japan scores. It's 2-1 now. Yeah, it's 2-1 now for goals in the shootout. Couldn't stop the Audi at all. Alright. Although technically speaking, it's 3-2 now. Alright, so after the Volkswagen goes, we're back to the top of the lineup for each team. He does score. Alright, so it's 3-3. So because we are in the bonus rounds of the shootout, round 6 now, which normally doesn't happen, that technically means it's really a 1-goal difference now. In the previous one, you needed a 2-goal difference, I think. I know I wanted it to be a 2-goal difference in shootout, but because both teams are tied, and I just don't see a 2-goal difference happening, but it could happen. Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. And he scores 4-3. if Japan's goalie shuts this Porsche down, Japan would win their first Toy Car hockey game before going to the playoffs, which would be a huge, huge momentum swing for his team. He's done it, and Japan wins their last game. Japan wins their last game in the shootout. They win the game in shootout, 5-4 final. That's going to be a huge boost for them come playoff time. They finally get their first win. And they rightfully deserve to celebrate after that game because that was their first ever win. Well, that was intensely exciting. All right, last game of regular season will be between France and the United Kingdom. This will be interesting because both teams have the same record, so one team will have to clinch first place for their division. Otherwise, we'd have a tie, but we won't have that happen because one team will obviously be winning this game somehow, no matter which team it ends up being. Just getting the team set up. Right. UK wins, and they're actually fine staying the way they are. That was the lineup from last time's game, so it's going to be these two and him. All right. Last regular Toy Car hockey season game, and then the wild card will start after each team has chosen who they are playing, that is. But given the fact USA and Sweden are both in the same division, that'll be interesting because they both want to pick the worser team, but given the fact there's 3 teams that are awful in the other division, it wouldn't really matter, to be honest. Okay, so I know it's these two playing because they didn't play last time. All right. Sorry about that. Let's get this game started and underway. That's out of play. Did it go off the player? No, it did not. That's a delay of game penalty. Just for now because of the penalty reasons. Well, that didn't take long. France scores. 1-0 France already. This is to decide who's going to take first place in Division Earthquake. 2-0 already. My goodness, that's fast. $3-0. Wow. I mean, I don't know if someone's finding this game boring or not, but this is just a lot of fast scoring. I'm not finding it boring. I'm just saying it's a lot of fast scoring from France. And UK scores. It's 3-1. And it's 4-1. They cannot leave that Bugatti alone from France's team. They can't leave him alone either. It's 4-2 now. And he accidentally passed it to the wrong teammate, and that's game. France wins. Well, that's game for them. Didn't really take that long for that one to end. Final score of 5-2. Yeah, final score 5-2 was correct. Alright, now it's time for the Toy Car Hockey playoff games to happen right after I change some records for the teams. And that was... Oh, wait. Wrong team. France is 2-2. That was UK's now 1-3. Alright. Now it's time for the playoff stuff to happen, but because there are two teams tied, I have to do another puck race like thing because it's only fair to do that to decide who's really picking first between USA and Sweden. Alright, puck race will be starting right now. Well, USA's clearly won that battle. USA has a chance of going up against Germany, NASCAR, or UK. They could choose France, but I'm just saying they probably shouldn't because of a reason. So I'm just writing down which team is which spot in each division right now. You know, the funny thing is there's a three-way tie for second place after France being first place overall in their division. So yeah, USA could choose any of those teams. They could choose France, but in my thought of things, they probably shouldn't because they just shut down United Kingdom. Right, so USA is playing first in the wildcard games. Now remember, wildcard games, it's a one game only thing, not a best of 3 or 5. Basically, Toy Car Hockey wildcard games, win in advance, losing you're out for the entire rest of the season. You could technically watch the other games happen as like spectators, but that just seems a bit bizarre to do. It may or may not, but some teams may find it useful. I normally don't have that ever happen because they may figure out how teams and players are so good. But to be honest, that may not work for those teams watching it, though. Alright, it's going to be Germany. USA and Germany. Let's see what happens here. Who's home? Who's away? We'll see what happens. After we do the puck thing again. Well, USA wins. USA is going to be home because I think they were away last time. I believe that, yeah, that's the lineup they went with last time. Right. Which means they'll have to use both Tesla cars next time. Yeah, that's the lineup they went with this past time, I do believe so. So these two will be playing along with him. Wildcard game number 1 starting right now. USA scores. You know, if USA beats Germany, and someone ends up beating Japan, then we would have a new finals mashup kind of thing. Goal. Goalie did move, but it's fine now. Everything's back to normal. That's out of play. And that's going to be a delayed game penalty. Not good. Because USA already had 2 goals early. And it's 0-3. Wow. Even with their lead score out for this game, they're still winning. And he scores. It's 1-3. Can't leave that Mercedes alone for too long. And it's 1-4. He literally faked out the goalie on the rebound. No goal. And that's getting USA's advancing to the semifinals for their 3rd season in a row for Toy Car Hockey. I think. It's either 2nd or 3rd, because I know 1 season ago they got eliminated in something. They either got eliminated in semifinals or finals. Either way, they're making it to the semifinals. Alright, so that puts USA up to 5-0. And that was Germany. You know, the funny thing is, they actually played Germany in the semifinals or final 1 or 2 seasons ago, and they beat Germany in that. All right, Sweden's up next. I'm just making sure that I didn't accidentally, tweak my shoulder or elbow or something, like twist it out of place or whatever, while driving these cars, because that would be awful. Alright, so Sweden can choose between NASCAR, France, or United Kingdom. UK it is. Alright, Sweden's playing UK. Second person that's here may or may not be Car Spotter 2.0 or Anthony coming back again. It may or may not be. That's all I'm saying. If it is, well, that's good, because he was the first person here in the live chat. Okay, so just move the other teams down that way. So that way these 2 teams can play. And yes, once all these games are done, I will put the eliminated teams into a storage solution thing for my toy cars and or diecast cars, because then it's less teams for me to have to worry about moving around so many times. Right. Let's see which team's home and which team's away in this game. Alright, not France. UK has won the battle, and UK is deciding to be the home team, actually. Would be really interesting if somehow Sweden goes out of the playoffs, if UK finds a way to get a win done. No, yes, these 2 do have to play. They'll be playing with him. Now, also, I've changed how Troika Hockey playoffs go. Is that the best teams won't face each other until the finals. Now, I know these teams are in the same division, but technically, I do not want them playing each other because after this, the higher seeded teams always go up against the worse or lower seeded teams in my Troika Hockey stuff as of last season. I know it took me a bit longer to implement that rule, but I think it's fair. 1-0 Sweden, 4 more and they advanced to the semis. They did make the finals once, but that was probably more than 2 seasons ago. Probably like 3 to 5 seasons ago, I think. 2-0 Sweden. Wow, already. I may have to take a break at some point. 3-0 Sweden already. My goodness. 4-0 Sweden. Sheesh. After this game, there will be a slight intermission. That's game and Sweden shuts out United Kingdom 5-0. Wow, that was not even close. Sweden and USA are both on the roll right now. Just cruising past every opponent. The reason is they haven't played each other. That's probably why. And that was UK. I really feel like it's still going to be tied for second place for the rest of those teams. All right, well, I will be back shortly. Grinch Rivera, I'm not entirely sure what that emoji whatever thing means. I will just let you know it does not relate to toy car hockey stuff. I'm not finding it to be creepy. I'm just saying it's a bit odd or somewhat interesting because I've never seen that before. So unfortunately, I have zero clue what that means. Alright, so Sweden has won their game. Alright, let's see here. I think Italy's going to play NASCAR, meaning that Japan would have to play France. Right, can Italy advance or will NASCAR beat them? Because the thing is, if Italy does advance, then that would help USA under Sweden, because then it would be one less team they'd have to worry about playing. But on the flip side of things, I kind of want NASCAR to win because then it gives a team from the other division a chance of advancing. Although having NASCAR win and Italy lose, both teams would be 2-3 actually. If France wins, they'd still remain first place in their division. So it would be France and Japan that play last. Meaning that just to make things a bit more easier. Oops, let's not do that. And let's maybe move those final two teams for the wildcard game up a bit closer. Just not super close though. Where's the tennis? There it is. Gotta have that with me, otherwise can't do these games. Alright, final two toy car hockey wildcard games, and then we go to the semis with only 4 teams left. Well, Italy somehow won that battle. Italy's fine staying, being the away team. Okay, so that's good to know. I believe it was these 3 that played last time, so these 2 will be playing along with him. Don't recall. I think it was these who played last time, so these 2 should be playing. They'll be playing well, actually, along with him. Interesting. Alright. Let's get these games started and underway. Oh, and also, before I keep doing this toy car hockey stuff, I just thought I'd mention, thanks everyone for getting my channel up to 400 subscribers. I'm just doing a shout out, by the way. Just gonna mention a few channels for getting me to 400 subscribers. And it's 1-0 Italy. Well, I mean, to be honest, I think there was one other finals where it was 3 teams from the same division advancing. So we could see that happen. 3 teams from Division Tornado advancing. Because I think all the teams that I used 1 or 2 seasons ago that advanced to the semis from whichever teams they were from Division Tornado, not Earthquake. He did touch the NASCAR did touch the in play part of the puck, so it was still usable. Wow, it's 1-2 now. NASCAR's taking it to Italy. It looks like it might end here. Now that's out of play. Sorry, but I did mention that sometimes I may feel a bit off while doing this because of my pains either getting better or possibly coming back. Whoa, how did it miss still? They're saying the puck was still in play that time, and it's 1-3. Wow. That number 4 card's just scoring everything for his team. Which, sometimes may or may not happen all the time in Toy Car Hockey, where only one player scores all the goals for your team. I say that it's 2-3. And speaking of only goals for your team, he has 2, he has 3. And it's 3-3. We're tied. Wow. I can't believe it, but we're tied. And it's 4-3. Italy takes the lead. Oh boy, NASCAR could lose. Which is good and or bad because then someone's team, well, really, instead of just saying someone, USA, wouldn't have to worry about them. They're taking a lot of shots, but surprisingly, none of them are going in that often as they want them to. And it's 4-4, we're tied. Well, it's 3-1-0 for goals, and it's 4-0-0 for goals. Basically, all I'm saying is that the centers for each team in this Toy Car Hockey game have scored most of the team's goals, or a majority of them, compared to the other players. Italy wins it in overtime. Italy knocks off NASCAR. NASCAR will not be advancing. It'll be a first-time semifinals with no NASCAR or Germany in it, because Germany and NASCAR these past few seasons have gone to the semifinals with either good or not so good records. What would be really funny is if it's only teams from the same division that go to the semifinals, because that would be a huge first time ever for Toy Car Hockey history. Because that's never happened where it's been all 4 teams from the same division advance into the semi. Only reason I'm saying that is because 1 or 2 seasons ago, it could have gone that way, but one team from the other division did advance. And that was who just played NASCAR? Yeah, it's literally looking the same thing. I mean, even if France loses, it's basically Germany, NASCAR, UK all still end up being second place in Division Earthquake. Unfortunately, all of them still lose, being tied for second place. That's got to be the worst record tied for second place. Every other team in your division is 1-3, but there's one of them, 1-3 and now 1-4, and there's one team in your division that's 2-2, but it could be 3-2 possibly. Right, last game actually, not 2 games, last game of this. Well, technically what I meant by last 2 games is these are the last 2 games of this Toy Car Hockey special Sunday live stream, because they're the last 2 teams to play out of all 4 of them in total. But what I meant by games is before this game there was technically 2 games left in a way, because that game was game number 1 that was happening just then, and then this is the last final game. But technically speaking, it's not the last 2 games left anymore, because after playing the first 2 games, there would only be 2 games left. So since that was the 3rd game, this is now the fourth and final game of this Toy Car Hockey special live stream. Alright, enough talk about special and stuff for this live stream. Let's just get this game played and underway and see who wins. I'm actually really hoping France does win, but after Japan just won their first game against Germany, who's eliminated, I don't know how it's going to go in this game of who's going to win. Well, they win that battle. They're actually going with a different lineup this time. Kind of actually want him playing. Right, let's see how this final wildcard game goes for both teams. Puck out of play. And still no score yet. Wow. Yep, that's a goal. Japan scores first. 0-1 Japan. Well, that would be interesting if all the teams from Division Tornado advanced, because it would, if it ended up being either way, it's the first time all 4 teams from Division Tornado or Division Earthquake would advance to the semis, because that's never happened before. My goodness, we're 3 goals away from witnessing unheard of Toy Car Hockey history. That should be a goal. Yep, 0-3. They're 2 goals away from doing it. They're 2 goals away from sending all 4 teams from their own same division to the Toy Car Hockey semifinals. That's a goal. 1 goal away from doing it. France is losing badly. France cannot seem to get a single shot to go their way. And that's game. Japan shuts down France. 0-5 final. I mean, France did get a few shots on goal, but none of them went past the goalie. I can't believe it, but for the first time ever in Toy Car Hockey history, trust me, there's probably very slim chances, less than 90 or 100% chances of ever happening again in Toy Car Hockey next season, where all 4 teams from the same division are going to the Toy Car Hockey semifinal. And that causes an even bigger problem, because now USA has to do another puck battle off thing with Sweden to decide who's either playing Italy or Japan. You'll excuse me, I will be back shortly. Alright, well, that's it for this live stream. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching, joining, and being here, and doing the chat mode. Well, you don't all necessarily have to do the chat mode. It's really up to you. I'm not forcing anyone to do it, just saying that. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this live. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Before it ends, I just thought I'd mention again, thanks everyone so much for getting my channel to 400 subscribers. My next goal for another shout out would probably be 450 or 500 subscribers. I will also have a poll on my channel about which teams you think will win the semifinals, which is a best of 7 series games between the 4 teams that are remaining from Division Tornado. And yes, this poll will actually have the actual cars for each team with it, by the way. Unlike my last poll, that was just just the teams. Yeah, that's it. So this one will have not just the team names for each team in the Toy Car Hockey that's remaining, but it's actually going to be an image poll with each team and the record they have as of right now before the semifinals start and or finish. So yeah, be on the lookout for that post on my YouTube channel. I just thought I'd mention that before I end this live. Now then, when the semifinals are done, there's going to be a separate poll for that for who you think is going to win the finals. But we can't get to the finals poll until the semifinals is done, and I'm not doing the semifinals in this live stream because this live stream for Toy Car Hockey has gone on, well, relatively longer than I wanted or expected it to be. The only reason it went so long is because of how many Toy Car Hockey games were played and how long it took to do all of them. All right. I'm hoping everyone's having a great rest of their weekend. Let me know what you find at your stores for diecast car finds, like chases from Matchbox, Hot Wheels, etc. Bye.